It's been a minute. Yes. What is good, my people? Say it from the mountaintops. 2018. Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome back to Computer Music Academy's weekly homework podcast. I'm your host, Tasherre Risay. Thank you for watching and thank you for listening. Welcome to week 192. Now, we take a break at the end of December, and we're still on break, but we always come back for this. What are we doing? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our annual J Dilla tribute. This is going to be insane. For anybody watching this the first time, thank you for watching. We greatly appreciate you. What we do here over at computermusicacademy.com, we do this thing called the weekly homework assignment. Basically, I give these people 7 days to create a finished song based on a certain set of criteria or instructions or material, however, and they have 7 days to bring it back, send it to me. I do a weekly podcast playing those particular submissions. Now, as I said, we're on break, but we always have to come back and honor one of the greatest, if not the greatest, hip-hop producer of all time, James Dewitt Yancey, a.k.a. J Dilla. So, this is our 5th year doing this? Holy crap. And it's going to be crazy. We have 15 submissions tonight. But first, let's get over to the chat. Let's give some shouts out real quick. Mr. Wallace just walked in. Dunnsworth, Mike Note, Slade 5000. Agent Smith 78, Kane, Student, who else we got? Late Past Music, aka J Bishop, Dixie, Fraley, Jelani Beats. Who else we got in here, man? I know we got a packed house right now, and it's about to get a little bit worse. Mike Notes, if I did not shout him out already. RTO Beats, Mr. Papa Fields, Student, Luigi. Who else we got, man? Who else we got? I think we got everybody for now. TikTok Productions, there he is. Dre Bach, welcome y'all. Welcome back. Welcome. Gamma Pods is in the house. Just walked in. We're here. Hopefully everybody is doing well. Hopefully you are enjoying your break, whether you're inside or outside of CMA. If you're outside the CMA, hopefully you're enjoying your break of whack music, because now we come back to some very good music. We hope you enjoyed the show. 15 submissions tonight honoring the great J Dilla, and the instructions are very simple. Create something that is Dilla-esque or something you feel he would appreciate. Don't kill yourself in the process of trying to sound like him, because it's virtually impossible. Even if he was still alive, it would probably be even worse if he was still alive. Your chances would be worse, I'll say that. Let's kick it off with the gentleman we normally kick it off with. Let's see what he's doing for this particular assignment. Ladies and gentlemen, our man representing Zurich, XZ Beats. Oh boy, indeed. Good God. XZ Beats kicking it off once again. My man is nasty. Very, very nasty. He says, feels good to be back. He lists the samples and says, hope you enjoy XZ. Yeah, I greatly enjoyed that. Greatly enjoyed that. This dude has such a very unique style of his music creation. Like, for him to be where he is and for what he does, and then to be as young as he is, and then what he does again, it's insane, man. And I am so looking forward to what he's going to do this year and just moving forward, how he's going to grow as a musician. But this was dope. Nice fade in, got the nice drums popping, nice swing on them. Sample is chopped really dope. Nice filtering on this stuff. But then it actually filtered down. I want to say that's around the 150 or something like that. Filtered down, came back up, brought in the piano. Oh my God. I mean, this dude is crazy. So not only does he, I forgot exactly what he uses, but not only is he using whatever his weapon of choice is, he's actually playing piano. I remember a couple other songs. He had somebody playing bass and guitar and stuff like that and brass. So yeah, this is very dope, XZ. Good to see you in this particular lineup. Definitely looking forward to seeing you in the coming months when we get back. Woo! Good Lord. Thank you for that, man. Couple quick shout outs. Ja Rose just walked in. Miss Lena is here. Hello, lady. Good to see you. Obsidian Blue is in the building as well. Welcome, y'all. Good to see everybody. It's good to see everybody in the chat tonight. I ain't gonna front. Very, very good. All right, let's keep it moving. Let's get on to this second selection here from my mans over in the far, far, far east. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Students. Boy. Woo. That's only the second track of the night. Oh, God. Student, man, that was dope. He says, had to say that J Dilla brought me here. May he rest in everlasting peace. Hashtag we are CMA. Look, bruh, I love the pace and tempo and the feel of this joint. Really laid back and smooth, but the drums brought just enough of an edge to the track, and the very obvious thing, the sample he used, very well known J Dilla sample. That was crazy. I loved everything about it. Again, and it sounds very good as well as sonically, as far as how it's mixed. Sounds very good. Drums, just like I said, the drums are really highlighting what's going on with the track and accentuating, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Student, one of my favorite people because he's really, really cool. And I'm happy to have him back, at least for this, but I'm pretty sure he'll be back for the entire season this year. Man. Good to see you and good to have you here. Let's keep it moving, man. Right about now, let's go talk to this gentleman right here. He has been on an incline, especially towards the end of last year. The last 3 months or so, he really began to shine and really began to kick some really dope music out. So I'm very eager to hear what he's doing right now. Ladies and gentlemen, no one you know. Might help if I play it. There we go. And then after all that, fades it out. Ooh, that was dope. No one. Let's see. He says, let's go. Good to be back for another season. J Dilla tribute. It is always a good one. Hopefully, I tried to go the way he incorporated chops over loops. Don't know if this is up to snuff, but I tried. LOL. Hashtag we are CMA. Yeah, man. I like that. I like that. And see, as I said at the top of the program, it's not about just trying to make sure it sounds exactly like Dilla with the crazy swing and off, all of that stuff. It's about just making something you feel that he may appreciate or at least has a similarity to something he would do. We know we're doing this to honor him, to say thank you to him, because truthfully, if it was not for him, and it includes me, if it was not for that guy, a lot of us wouldn't be making beats right now. So that whole saying J Dilla changed my life, yeah, I'm down with that. Getting back to No One submission, No One did No One. He made a track that sounds and feels like No One, but as he said in his submission, he tried to incorporate some stuff that Dilla did, and that worked out perfectly. I love the sound of this joint. It hits hard. Then all the different chops and everything that he used, but then he had a change up. It was before the minute mark, and that joint rolled for a little bit. That was crazy. This is really dope, No One. And again, it looks like you are really, especially like I said, towards that end of last season, this dude was really cranking out some heat. Really beginning to like get out of his comfort zone or get his confidence up, whatever it may be. And I hope that continues, my man. So good to have you back. Waiting to see what you're going to do for this year, man. I think it's going to be pretty sick. Black Math is in the building. He's here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming through, sir. But no one. BG is in here also. That blessed girl. Good to see you, sis. But yeah, No One. Good stuff, dude. Very, very good stuff. All right. Let's go on to our next submission. This is a good brother right here. And it's funny because I just randomly talked to him at the end of last season. And he was like, yo, I'm doing everything I can to make sure I'm in next year's releases show and all of that stuff. I'm like, all right, that's what's up. So it gives me great pleasure to see what this dude is going to do right now. Ladies and gentlemen, my man, Slade 5000.
Yeah, this is real life.
I thought that's what I heard. I wasn't sure. I'm so happy he played it again at the end. Slade 5000 with a really dope track. And first of all, shut up, Slade. This dude said in the chat, and I know you see it now that we have the chat up here. This is a permanent part of the show now. This dude said in the chat, as soon as I pressed play, I don't like my mix. Apologize for hurting your ears. Shut up. Shut up. With so many production styles and approaches he brought to the table, the term Dilla-esque often means different things to different ears. With that being said, what I came up with was something inspired by his ability to gather bits and pieces from unique sources, both musical and non, and weave them together with certain key elements to allow us to hear things in ways we wouldn't have imagined. Yes, sir. Amen. Not sure if it'll bring James Yancey to mind for anyone else, but here's my 2 cents. Hashtag we are CMA. Slade killed it. Slade is in here early this year, boy. Ooh, again, with the tempo. Yo. The tempo, the chops, the bass line. And Wallace had pointed that out too in the chat. The bass line was killer. Not only the notes in whatever he was playing, the sound of it, the way it sat in the track, and it was very prominent, but you still heard everything else. Woo, God. And it's just how this joint just played. Slade is nasty. But I was wondering if that was exactly what I heard. Excuse me. The $6 Million Man. Yeah, that was exactly what it was. And he had some other stuff going on vocally in the background that only hit ever so often. That's how it's supposed to be, man. And this is what music is supposed to sound like. Slade, man, you my brother for life. Thank you for that, man. Good Lord. Couple quick shout outs, man. DJ D-Man is in the house. Afterlife just walked in. Somebody else just came through. Jay Styles. Uh-oh. I know who that is. What up, Jay? Let's see. Somebody else just walked in. At least I thought I saw. Shout out to John Rose if I did not shout out to him already. What's up, dude? Good to see you. Oh, Northeast Beast. That's who it was. Welcome, 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 welcome. And yeah, Jay Styles is JSP. Hey. Shout out to you, man. All right, let's get on to this next joint. Uh-oh. Gemini 4D is in here. He's at work, so he said he couldn't attend, but he's on the bathroom break from what he says. Okay. Let's go holler at this cat right here. One of my favorite people that I love kicking it with. I love being around. And he's another dude that's had really stepped his game up last year. Like almost shockingly, like, wait a minute, he did that? So I'm really eager to hear what he did for this particular joint. What's so funny about this particular assignment, the Dilla tribute, if I'm not mistaken, this is where he debuted 3 years ago. 3, or was it 4 years ago? Now that I think about it. Wow. Crazy. Ladies and gentlemen, my man, Mike Notes.
Your favorite producer of all time?
J Dilla.
J Dilla. Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah. In all honesty.
That's what's up. J Dilla is definitely one of those big names. Why J Dilla? Now, why J Dilla?
something about J Dilla shit. I don't know, it's like the eerie samples or like, you know, however he cut his shit up, it just hit you right in your soul.
Double negative.
Dog, come on, man. This dude Notes clowned. Oh boy. Mike Notes. Matter of fact, I forgot to pull up your joint. Let's see what you're talking about. It's a new year. See you when I can. Shout out Joey Badass. And shout out to Joey Badass and the great J Dilla. Woo. Sir, this was crazy. This was Notes, but this was crazy. This is Notes still evolving and still experimenting and whatnot. Tempo, point. Drum programming, point. Chops and whatnot, point. Use of DJ Vlad's interview, and I think you said that was Joey Badass. That's pretty dope. Why J Dilla? That's pretty dope. That's pretty dope how you use that. After the 1 minute mark, slight transition, and this dude actually is doing what he's doing in the earlier part. I believe it changed up slightly, but then he put keys over top of it. Now that was dope, and just played the chords, you know, for pretty much for the rest of the track. Very dope. Very unexpected. That's how it's supposed to be. Notes. You my man, dog. You my man. Very, very dope, sir. Thank you for that. Looking forward to see what you do this year. Let's keep it moving. Let's head over to the West. Holla at one of our light-skinned brothers that we hold so dearly. And he has a project out. It is available, computermusicacademy.com/releases. Go check out that and all of the releases from our current members. Well worth your time and investment, trust me. Ladies and gentlemen, my man, Dunnsworth. wow. That's all I have to say is wow, wow, wow. This guy, Duns, is out of his damn mind. Yo, excuse me. Sample is from the Gangs of New York soundtrack. Instead of trying to be like Dilla, I just took inspiration from him and made it my own. Title of the beat is Sage Mode. Taking inspiration from a recent Boruto episode. Okay, apologies if I say that incorrectly. Hope everybody enjoys it. Hashtag we are CMA. Duns. This is my favorite joint from you at this point. And I know we've reached this point a couple times before, but you keep coming back with newer heat and just making it so much doper. And keep taking that position of my favorite track. Right now, this is my favorite track of yours. And I've heard a lot of your music on CMA. I've heard stuff on SoundCloud, and then you're releasing projects. This is dope. Very dope. I love the approach you took to it. And then you said that was from the Gangs of New York. That's crazy. The ruggedness of this track. I mean, it had several things going on, but the way this joint was just made you want to meme mug. Like, the bass line, stupid. That synth bass you had in there, especially because we heard it at the end, crazy. I love the way I'm assuming that's violins. I love the way you chop those or use them. Very dope. The tom roll. Oh my God. Stupid. Excellent composition, Doug. Way to put this one together. This is definitely a bravo moment, my man. You did your thing. Props to you on that, bro. Sheesh. This dude is out of his damn mind. Thank you, Duns. Moving right along. Let's go holler at this cat. I already know, because of who it is and where he's from, this is going to be stupid. Because of what I've heard him do in the last 3 or 4 months of the podcast last year, I know this is going to be insane. So let me quit talking and just get to it. Ladies and gentlemen, Afterlife.
What is the luck?
Hold on a second. What is going on, dude? Boy. Okay, before we talk. Soon as I heard Dilla, ... it was done. The late great is one of my key inspirations in music, period. First song I ever heard was Slum was Look of Love, so I just had to put my touch on it. Great to be back for the re-up 2018, willing to pursue B steps this year around. I'm assuming he's saying big steps this year around. Cool. Bruh. What do you say about this? Obviously, you're going to say it's dope. Incredibly, ridiculously dope. I honestly don't understand how Afterlife does what he does. I don't. And I've heard a lot of really, really, really nice joints from him. I don't know how he does it. I don't. Just like I didn't know how Dilla did his thing. And if it's one thing I learned, and then shout out to my pops for giving me this advice in relation to women, never try to understand them. So I'm going to apply that same skilled tactic knowledge to Dilla and to Afterlife. I'm just going to appreciate what they do. This is insane. The way this joint was put together, using, did he say Look of Love? Yeah, the Look of Love as the inspiration, and he put his own spin on it, as he said. How the hell you got one of the greatest hip-hop songs of all time? How do you get this from that? You have to be a damn genius. You have to be a dude, or a person that knows what they want, that knows how to get there, and knows what the hell they're doing. It's no other way to describe this. This track is insane, Afterlife. You are a beast. And boy, I better get a project from you in 2018. PayPal is on deck. Always. Sheesh. Good God, yo. Shout out to Frank Gates just walking in. What's up with you, man? Glad you could join us tonight. All right. Since we're in the shy, let's go holler at our liars. At our alternative facts members. Member number 1, Jelani Beats. brother over there putting that MK3 to work. Good God. Jelani Beats. He says, on this assignment, I chopped up some Marvin Gaye and tried my best to go. I tried my best to go at paying homage to Dilla. Hope you guys enjoy. Hashtag we are CMA. You know what? Off the top, major props on the mixing and the mastering. This sounds really good, Jelani. Really good. This one, the levels are very good. The mix on it is actually clean, but still, you know, everything again has its own resonance in its place. You can definitely, everything is represented properly. I'll say that. Props on that, number one. Number two, Jelani went without being offensive or anything. That's not my intent. He went with his normal tempo, so to speak, but man, did it work. Did it work? This dude chopped up some Marvin Gaye, as he said, over his drums. Nice, really dope bass line that was sounding and hitting really nice in the mix. Played it through, drops, mutes, you know, that kind of thing. Moving the track around. Overall, really dope, Jelani. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I want from you, dog. Thank you for that, bro. And we're only halfway through the show. Good God. Woo! Hopefully everybody is enjoying the show. If you are a first-time viewer of what we're doing here today, please subscribe to the channel. We will be back shortly to start off the official season for this year. Now we get to my brother. Good brother, good friend, great musician, who does not, for whatever reason, I don't know if it's a lack of confidence, doesn't believe in himself, you know what I'm saying? Or he legitimately does not like anything he produces that he releases. And I'm sitting here thinking to myself, like, what are you talking about? This is dope. Ladies and gentlemen, my good friend, Agent Smith, 78.
Okay. One time.
So let me give you a little behind the scenes. I'm 100% sure, 1,000% sure that I'm going to talk to AS, Agent Smith 78, after the show. Let me tell you how this conversation is going to go. AS, man, that track was crazy, dog. Woo! AS's response will be, it was like mad okay, dog. It was mad okay. My response will be, shut the hell up. Are you serious here, dog? This track was insane. And this is way different from anything else I've heard from AS over the last close to 2 years now that I've known dude. This is way different. Like, he went and got that Dilla inspiration. He did. It definitely sounds like something he would do, but he totally flipped what I would expect of him. I'll say that. He says, R.I.P. to the late, great J Dilla. The quantize button was not used or looked at during the making of this beat. First of all, AS, you said it wrong. It's pronounced quantize. Somebody will get that joke. Second of all, you. What's really, 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 really dope about this, like I said, it's AS's formula, but it doesn't sound like AS, if you kind of understand me. I love everything he did with this track. The drums, the chops, the way it just felt. But when it got to, I forgot exactly where it is. It's after the halfway point of the song. And these strings, at least it sounds like some strings. Maybe it's a string machine, a synth that comes in. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, like, this sounds a lot like Phaso Riding High. When the synth, high synth comes in, and it sounds like he chopped that up and made it fit over that part. Stupid. Absolutely insane, AS. My brother, I love you dearly. You stop. Just stop. Stop with all the BS, dog. This was dope. Take your credit, bruh. Take your praise. You earned it. Crazy. Gage Littlefield in the building. Woof. Somebody else just came in. Frank Gates. What's up, sir? Did I get everybody? I think we got everybody. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it going, man. Let's go back out west. Holla at this brother. Veteran. Got nothing but love for him. Ladies and gentlemen, Ray D, 3000.
You need to get back like the rebate, and biddies need to step up like the home plate. My man, now what you know about the Great Lakes? We contemplate on getting money like the sweepstakes. Sipping dark grapes, party in the dark shade. You see it Dickie Code chillin' like a parlay. Mar and biddies ride like a Harley. Money maker, the Rico Suave. Hey, ready to play the ass like arcades. Every day the holidays, so need to stay paid. Celebrate the holidays with the money. Ain't about the pace of the stay your way.
Hey, 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 what you say? Get this money. Hey, 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 what you say? Get this money. Hey, 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 hey.
boy, Ray Diesel. I did this track in Machine using various expansions and sounds, and then I imported it into Studio One. I used Serato sample for the Dilla vocals, but I haven't quite got the hang of it yet. So he sounds kind of screwed, but but he sounds on tempo. LOL. I wanted to add by 10 in there, but I ran out of time trying to adjust his part in the beat. Hope you enjoy. First of all, the drums, and shout out to Jamari Mack. Jamari said this. Shout out to him, man. The drums knock like 5-0 at the door. Yeah. Drums are hard. I like what he did with the drums because I'm assuming they're like acoustic drums, like, you know, like a real drum set. Processed, and then had a nice like room reverb on it. And they hit hard. They kick. Holy crap, the joints hit. The way he programmed them, then the other sounds in there. Props for using the Dilla's verse from Get This Money. That's one of my favorite verses of his of all time. That and Thelonious. I like the way he used Dilla's vocals. I love the synths and everything else that he used in this joint. The only thing, and he already knows it, the only thing that I have to point out, only because I want this on a project and I want it to sound right, you just got to fix the hook. That's all. The hook just needs to be pulled back or lined up just a little bit more. Other than that, this track is dope. And I love the synth work you did in this joint, Ray D. Good God. Killer. One of my favorite people, one of my favorite cats that's at CMA. Ray D, you are definitely a beast, bro. Thank you for that, man. Thank you. All right, man. Speaking of West Coast flavor, since he just put that in the chat, let's go holler at this guy, my brother, who gave us the intro. And I apologize for not pointing that out, but it is, you know, you see it. I just did not say it. My man, Gemini 4D.
When I make my music, you know what I'm saying, I want people to feel what I feel. I want them to feel that energy that whatever it was. Yeah, that's all it is. Because I make it straight from the heart. So it's like, to be taken for anything else is crazy. When I do the beats, I tell them, like, I'm just working. This may not be for you, you know what I'm saying? But if you hear it, you like it, let me know. Yeah, everything, I try to say everything.
Don't you just love good music? Don't you just love good music? Let's hope this is a good start for 2018 beat-wise on this MK3, and I hope Dilla would be proud of my skill set. What do you think? Hashtag we are CMA. Boy, let's talk about it. First and foremost, right out the gate, this joint is just, what? What? That's exactly what's going through my mind when this joint comes on. Like, okay, that plays. It's dope. It's the original sample to Player or Claire, but used it in an entirely different way than Dilla. Still very familiar, though. He let you know what it was, and definitely way different from what I've heard anyone else do. Because even I have used that sample. I was actually trying to remake that on the video. Second part comes in. What? Even more stupidity. Third part comes in. This dude has, you know what I really love about music? And I like older music, like stuff that I've sampled. I'm a huge Chicago fan, okay? And I like both eras. I like the Peter Cetera pop era because there's a lot of really good stuff there. And of course, I like the Chicago Transit Authority era. One of the things that I really enjoyed about a lot of their earlier work is they have songs that have these sections, and they are called movements. That is an actual term in music creation, music theory, and whatnot. And you will see that the song has continued to play on the 12-inch, but it's a totally different sound now. It's not, we keep the drums the way they were last time, and we're going to change up the bass line, but the horns still sound the same. No, it's an entirely different song, but it actually just stops, basically, and hard cuts to something else while it's still going. That is what Gemini did. Stupid. And that's not to say that no one else at CMA or anyone else has not done that before, but his is very distinct, and it's very reminiscent of those Chicago records that I'm talking about. Stupid. It's like 3 entirely different songs in this track. Stupid. I'm glad to have y'all be a part of the crew, man. I'm just happy to be around y'all and know y'all. Thank you, Gemini. You're great. And thank you for the intro as well. Moving right along. Let's go holler at my brother right here, man. Good brother. Very good brother. Good brother, good friend, great musician, and still growing. And I'm very interested in seeing what he's going to do this year, especially with the releases. Ladies and gentlemen, Dixie, Freely.
Because when I listen to it, and I'm like, and I'll know the record, but I'm like, well, what the fuck did he do to it? Like, he did something crazy to it, you know what I'm saying? And it's almost like he could take any sample and make it sound dope. So that's what kind of stood out to me, because he would take like some samples that I heard before, but the way that he flip it, you know what I'm saying, it just stands out. sounded like off, but in a good way to me. Like, you know, it was just like, it was crazy.
Bruh. Dixie Freely, ladies and gentlemen. I have some words for this gentleman. I do. But first, Broham, to honor the iconic J Dilla, I chose to sample one of the same records he did, Dave Grusin's The Colorado Trail. Dilla used this for DFTF. I can't think of that abbreviation right now. A song that can be heard on Dilla and Illa J's Yancey Boys album. Oh, okay, I got you. The submission was all sample minus an atmospheric sound that I used in the hook from N.I.'s Kinetic Metal. Nice. Drums from Conant Gardens and drum break from Q-Tip's Breathe and Stop and Coolin' the Gang's in T. Vocals, J Dilla's The Anthem and the Havoc interview about Dilla. Later, hashtag We Are CMA 18. Woo! Bruh. When you're in the business that I am, you're in the chair that I am. I'll say that. That's the best way to go. When you're in the chair that I am, and you get to hear so many people's beats or music pretty much on a daily or a weekly basis. And then I run CMA. We do these podcasts, and you get a chance to see people literally, at least I do, literally from when they walk through the door on. I have seen Dixie go from a very good beat maker to a very dope musician. And this is over the last couple of years. When he first came to CMA, if I'm not mistaken, he hadn't been making beats. Well, he hadn't made beats in a while because hard drive and some other stuff. I could be wrong. But I know he wasn't where he wanted to be. And his first assignment was when we did the sample mutilation for the Kenny Rogers Just Stepped In. From the Big Lebowski soundtrack is what we used. That was his first assignment. And if I remember correctly, that was the first time he had ever sampled and chopped some stuff. Listen to that joint and listen to what he did with this. Sounds like a completely different dude. On top of that, the music he was making when he first got in to the stuff that he's doing right now. Sounds like a completely different dude. Another thing I really, really, really appreciate about this is Dixie not necessarily doing Dilla, but inspired by Dilla. It still sounds like a Dixie Freely composition, production, however. But you hear the Dilla influence, or not even influence, inspiration in there. Very, very, very dope, Dixie. Holy crap. He even used drum sounds I've never heard him use that are very Dilla-esque. Bravo, dog. Bravo, dog. Thank you for that. I needed that. I needed to hear that. Thank you, sir. Let's keep it moving, man. Oh boy, it's that time of the show. I just let the music speak for itself. Ladies and gentlemen, Gamma Pods. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. I don't get it. Very similar statement to what I said about Dixie, because Locke, aka Gamma Pods, has been here longer. Gamma came in, if I'm saying this correctly, Gamma came in with a lot less experience than Dixie. He had only been making beats for about 6 months or so. And I've told this story before, of course. But I say that to say this, and I'll do the exact same thing I did with Dixie. Go listen to Gamma 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago. And listen to him today. Especially this last year and a half or so. Hasn't been quite 2 years yet. When this dude flipped into the Gamma Pods persona, and he's gotten better since then. And I go back to how I started this particular statement. I don't know how he does this. I don't. I'll go back to what I said earlier about women and Afterlife and J Dilla. I'm not trying to understand. I'm not going to drive myself crazy. Stupid. This does not sound like Dilla to me, but I did use some Dilla-esque elements with the drums and percussion. In any case, I picked up a few new tricks for my production, and in the end, this is why we do this. Hashtag we are CMA. You're a beast, dude. I'm just happy to know you. Happy to call you friend and brother and have you be an affiliate and all of that, man. Because when you do blow up, and you will, I'll be able to point and say, yep, there he is. That's my man's right there. Thank you, Gamma. Good God. Let's keep it moving. Still got a little bit to go. Black Mav, ladies and gentlemen.
I wanna get into it. Let's do this. I wanna get into it. So move it. I wanna get into it. Let's do this, do this. I wanna get into it. So move it, move it. I wanna get into it. Let's do this. I wanna get into it. So move it. I wanna get into it. Let's do this. Dilla, Dilla.
I talked to Mav earlier today, briefly. I had a very short statement to make. And I did. I hate you. Kept it short and sweet. This is why I hate Black Mav. Hashtag. Also hashtag Mav as usual. Well, here's to the new season for the WHAs. For me, I received some of the best advice from one of my biggest growing supporters. They advised me to continue the WHAs, noting that I can only get better. Since that's a personal goal of mine, I gave 192 a shot. Hope y'all dig it. Oh yeah, almost forgot. Guess what? Hashtag we are CMA. Hashtag Mav as usual. Hashtag New Year, New Beginnings. Hashtag the hashtag king. Yo. Mav is a genius. Like, this track was very deceiving in the first 20 or so seconds. Once it hit, I mean, it was already dope. But once it hit, when it all came together, wow. Drums on smack. I mean, those drums were hitting so hard. And I know that was, you cannot tell me that was Reason and Addictive Drums, you programming on the keyboard. You can't tell me that. That was Mav on his E-drums triggering Addictive Drums. Doesn't matter. Stupid is what I'm trying to say. Very, very stupid. The keys, nasty. Bass, nasty. What added to it was this dude singing. And singing some Dilla lyrics. And it just brought it, going back to the Big Lebowski reference, where he kept talking about the rug, how it tied the room together. Those vocals tied everything in that track together and made it extra dope. Took it from here to here. I hate you, Mav. I hate you. I absolutely despise your punk ass. Woo. Bravo, Doug. Thank you for that. As we proceed to the final submission of tonight, my brother, love him dearly, good friend, great musician, in an entirely different space right now because he moved to a different job at the end of last year. He's already breathing some new life into everything he does. I can tell. He has a new aura, so to speak. And I'm ready to hear what he did for this particular assignment. Ladies and gentlemen, formerly known, and hey, hold up, bro. We ain't got time for your FKAs, bro. and matter of fact, this is your second. Formerly known as Mr. Wallace. Ladies and gentlemen, where is Wallace?
You know, you got this fantasy in your head about getting out of the life and setting the corporate world on its ear. What the fuck you gonna do except hustle, hustle, hustle?
Double negative.
You done? Oh, all right. Mr. Wallace, now known as Where is Wallace, closing out episode 192 of the weekly homework assignment / podcast. Good God. Where do we begin? This dude has, oh my God, Wallace, are you serious? Okay, I'll just start here. No longer known as Mr. Wallace. I will be going by Where's Wallace for the time being. Props to Dilla and the CMA crew. Look out for the lookout from Double Negative Peoples, the product volume 3 coming soon, and pick up professional. This dude is advertising on my program. Are you serious, Dad? All right. I'm thinking he's going to tell me about the track. Dog. Wallace came through the door nasty. He's only gotten worse or better, depending on how you look at it, over the time I've known him. He creates incredible music and moments and moods. This is another one to add to that collection of great music. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous what he's doing here. Slow tempo. There's so many things going on in this joint. There's really a lot going on in this track. And the best I can do is just say, damn. Damn, Wallace. This guy has a multitude of samples. I'm not even about to list them all off. But you heard several of them going on in different sections of the song. Different transitions, drops, mutes, you know the deal, you know the formula. It's Wallace through and through. And he continues to be very dope every time he sends in a submission. In fact, I was just listening to Professional Development 3 today, and I'm just like, I can't stand this dude. I freaking hate this dude, man. It's one of my favorite people, man. Definitely one of my favorite musicians. Happy and glad to have him on the team. 2018. Thank you, bruh. Ladies and gentlemen, we have made it through our annual official J Dilla Tribute 2018. And if I could, I would just like to keep it very simple and say, thank you, JD. Thank you for everything that you have left us music-wise to listen to and be inspired by. Definitely in my case, but you are definitely the reason that a lot of us make music today. And we thank you. And we thank you all the rest of the people who came through and hung with us tonight. Let's get some shouts out. Frank Gates, Mr. Wallace, Mike Notes, Dixie Freely, Afterlife, Dre Bach, Jelani Beats, Student, RTO Beats, Black Math, Jamari Mack, Agent Smith 78. This track is so dope. Thank you, Gemini. Good God. Gamma Pods. Slade 5000. Miss Lena. Good to see you as always. TikTok Productions. That Blessed Girl. Is he gonna let me go up any further? Slade 5000, if I did not shout you out. Gemini 4D. Man. Northeast Beast. Dunnsworth. Oh, this track is so dope, man. Run that back. Gage Littlefield. New CMA member. Looking forward to see what he does this year. Mike Notes, DJ D-Man. Oh. I think I got everybody now. Cool. Thank y'all for coming through and hanging with us. It's been an incredible night. Again, if you do not follow the channel already, please hit that subscribe button. Hit the notifications so you know when we come back for the year. We will not be back next week. We have some other business to take care of first before we start the new season. And that's going to be happening very shortly. So thank y'all for participating. BS Filter, shout out to you, bro. Thank y'all for participating. Thank y'all for coming through and hanging with us tonight. You are greatly appreciated. That's it. Enjoy the rest of your week. Hang out, hang tight. We'll holler at you soon. Peace.